Alright, hey guys, my name is Daniel Jolly, and today's adventure is going to last the next 2 weeks. I booked a flight to San Jose, Costa Rica, coming out of Orlando, Florida, and I'm going to be backpacking. And the purpose of the next 2 weeks is to show you some of the cool people, what it's like to backpack, what you need to bring, and how to prepare for that, and the adventures that you can have when you're traveling alone. Dominique, my friend, she lives here in Orlando. She's decided, willingly somehow, I guilted her into it, to drive me to the airport. And I'm going to show you what it's like to go through, what it's like to land in the foreign country. And then when I get there, I'm going to show you what I packed to be able to survive for 2 weeks out of a backpack. Thanks for following along. Alright, so I got through security with no problem at all. One thing she asked if I had my QR code so that I can get in the country, which is my health pass. And what was funny is she said there's a lot of people who don't know. Now, every day this flight leaves to Costa Rica. So every day they are rejecting people who can't go to Costa Rica because they don't look at the entry requirements, which I think is just ridiculous. But it's very simple, very simple. The people don't look at what they gotta do when they're traveling to a whole nother country. Guys, look at that. There's a dog, and he's watching me. Okay, so there are a couple of things you could use to enter Costa Rica as of January 2022 from the United States. Of course, a passport, but then either a COVID vaccine certificate to show proof of vaccination or insurance covering hospitalization and quarantine in case you were to catch COVID. You need to upload either of those to a Department of Health via their online website, and that will give you the QR code that is needed for you to enter. I'm flying JetBlue Direct, and the flight is only 3 hours. I was impressed by the free snacks, but I did buy a headset for $6. Later on, I'll be making a video on how much this whole trip costs, so stay tuned. Once I landed, the adventure officially begins. While I know where I'm going to spend my first 2 nights, after that, I'll be going with the flow and finding all the adventures. I've been here twice and I've never seen so many people trying to go through customs. This line is so long, and I had a shuttle that was waiting for me to bring me to the hostel. This wait was over an hour and a half. There's a ton of people coming into the country, and I am shocked at how long this took. For those of you who get worried about going through any customs, the few questions they're going to ask pretty much anywhere is, where are you staying? I give them the address of the first hostel. What am I doing? The answer is tourism, if you are me in this situation. And that's it. Costa Rica relies on tourism as its main economic source, and 60% of their tourists come from the US. Just be relaxed and cheerful. These folks' job are to guard their country from things they don't want, and as a tourist, they want you. One thing you should note is that if you do not have a ride planned when you leave the airport, the taxis are going to be very forward in trying to get your business. I won't say that they will rip you off, but it is something you need to watch out for. And when I got in here, the time for traffic, I think said 30 minutes. It still says 30 minutes. And we've been in here for a good 15 minutes. So the traffic is, I've hit it especially at rush hour. It's 4:22 here, people are coming home from work, but that's just the way it is. And one thing that's different is all the cars that are flipping right through the different vehicles. That's not something we have here. And of course the vehicles look different. That looks like it's from the US, but the rest don't. And I'm here, the trip on Open Hostel. I'm going to show you all about it and what it's like to be a backpacker, but I've been here thrice, and the people here are super nice. Everybody I've met has been really cool. It's very inexpensive at about $13-14 US a night, and I'd recommend it. I'm going to show you around. So to check into any hostel, they will generally need to take down your passport number. Most check-in times are at 2 p.m. and checkout times are at 11 a.m. I'm showing a bit of the common spaces here, as a little later on I will show the room. I enjoy this particular hostel due to the staff and the friendly atmosphere that it has. When you're staying with a group of other people, you want the vibe to be peaceful and fun, and that is the case here. For that reason, I'd recommend the Trip On Open House Hostel for anyone coming to Costa Rica that wants to meet people. You can stay in multi-person dorms or have your own suite. The top of my list when going to a foreign country is making sure I have cell service. The friendly folks here were able to give me the SIM card that has 3.5 gigabytes of data. I may burn right through that, but it costs $17 and I mainly use it for Maps, Uber, and Facebook Messenger. Many locations like this hostel have Wi-Fi, so I use that one here. Alright, so now that I have my phone ready, now what I'm going to do is I have maps, so I can walk around the city and I'm not so afraid of getting lost. It does get dark, it is dark, I will show some footage of that, but it's not going to be that very good. And I am going to Soda Yogi's, a local restaurant that's called a soda, which is what the local restaurants here in Costa Rica are, of course, called in Spanish, I think. Maybe that's just a name they made up. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go there. The meals are between 2,700 colones and 5,000 colones. I'm going to put that in the corner of what that looks like in US dollars. I'm going to head there now. So one of the things that I was not 100% sure of, and I should have been before I left in this trek through the streets of the city of San Jose, is making sure that I actually had service. Now, I put in the SIM card and I thought I did everything right, and they said it'll take 15 to 20 minutes, and right now I don't have any sort of internet yet, so that's important so that when I get on my way back, because I'm using Wi-Fi to download the map to there. On the way back, we'll see.
This is super exciting. I think I got a lot of food. The guy was very helpful in English. With the little English he knows how to sell. I'm getting me ribs, I'm getting me rice, I'm getting me beans, I'm getting me salad, I'm getting me cheese. We'll see how it looks.
Now this tasted as amazing as it looked, and after the flight and the full day I had, I was hungry. I had only eaten the snacks on the airplane, and I was beyond happy with this. We'll definitely be going back again and again, and you should too if you come here. Alright, so that came to roughly $8.15 at Yogi's. Oh man, that was so good. Well, so my service is not working yet, and I've eaten. I was there for like 35-40 minutes. And now I'm hoping that I don't get lost on the way back to my hostel. Now, I did get lost back last year when I was here. It's just, all the streets look the same, and there's so much traffic, and the pressure's on. I'm hoping I end up okay. We'll see. We'll see. So, I'm not gonna lie, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm lost, this would be a pretty enjoyable walk. There's a lot of cool things I've walked by. None of them are where I'm staying for the night. Where all my stuff is. But hey, positives. Well, I had a guy speak to me in Spanish and beg me for money. So that happened. And I can't lie. I can't tell him I don't have money. I can tell him it's all the coins I got. And so I gave him the coins I got. So now I'm poor and lost. Yay! Well, after wandering for quite a spell, my phone finally got service. I've been going the wrong way, and I think now I'm gonna go the right way. And it's only 9 minutes. I think I can make it. With that, I have unfortunately run out of time for this one. In the next episode, I go through what I packed to live out of for the next couple weeks, and what it's like in San Jose, backpacking alone. Please subscribe, like the video for the YouTube algorithm, and hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos I put out. For now, my name is Daniel Jolly. The world is what you make it, and this is Jolly World.